Good morning. Let's tip this down just a little bit. Toss in some coffee. Okay. So I'm listening to, hey, Joe, good morning. I'm listening to one of my YouTube channels, Brian Tyler Cohen, and there's an ad right below for casket deck roller frames. I'm like, what's a what casket? From casket rollers to slide mounts, we've got your funeral vehicle covered. I'm like, do they think I'm some kind of an undertaker? I'm like, what the hell? It's interesting when the ads are, I don't know where they come from. It's like I know that they're trying to get a little bit more targeted to what you watch and listen to, but still. Oh no, Joe, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I hope you're all right. Hey, Jonah, good morning. Ugh, are you taking I'm assuming you're taking some kind of meds, and are you taking the day off or ain't so fortunate? Excuse me a second. There we go. Better. Like butter. I am taking everything. Try to go in. Yeah. Well, I hope that you can make it through, Joe. That's gotta suck, man. That happened to me, and the only thing that helped was muscle relaxers. Yeah. Find whatever it is that works and just take it. Yeah, muscle relaxers, pain relievers. Debrief what happened over the weekend. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Let people know what's going on. What kind of led to this little demise? We are sanding. We're actually sanding back all of the stuff that I filled in yesterday. Before we continue on. Anyway, happy Monday. Monday. Hope everybody had at least a good Sunday. Yeah. To get a chance to go out and hit my favorite trail right after my wife took off for Maine. Came back, had dinner with my daughter, my older daughter. Watched a little TV, worked a little bit on a model, started the upstairs while watching TV. I usually try to work on a model where possible, just kind of keep the hands going right. I was working on the El Gaim Mark II. the recent HG, that premium Bandai launched. Maybe it wasn't very recent. They're going to have to do a little bit more filling on 2 of these. That's fine. Anyway, how's everybody else's weekend? Or Sunday at least. Coffee gets splashed over there. All right. Hey, what's going on, Ken? Good morning. So start watching the new season of. Yes, Joe, we have not gotten into season 5 yet. I'm not sure if it's gonna. I'm sure my older daughter and I are gonna have to watch it without my younger daughter. But we haven't watched the last season of Lower Decks yet. But started watching Strange New Worlds. I gotta tell you, season 3 not so good so far. Not really impressed. I like some of the stuff that's going on, but generally speaking, yeah, not so much. Let's see. We've got the episodes. Hey, Red. Happy post birthday. How are you? Let's see. So they now have the Gorn, which are basically aliens. And in the 3rd episode of the season, it feels like it's I won't go into it, but it's like it feels like another recent cultural phenomenon, shall we say, has been added to the mix. And it's like, really? Do we really need to go this way? So many good stories, and this is what you want to do? Okay. Story possibilities, I should say. Anyway. I got the SS Studio Devastation Optimus Prime figure. Hey, congratulations. My first Studio Series toy. Nice. It says Studio Series Devastation Optimus. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds really awesome. You had a great birthday, Rob. Morning. But has some gaps. And they do. Hey, what's going on, Nick? Good morning. Sanding. Nick. Devastation is a game for the PS4. Something I forgot. You should watch the gameplay. It's really cool. Watch gameplay. Yeah. I tend to stay away from things that are gaming related only because I know me. And what it can mean to me and my time. There we go. We got most of those. I'm going to take a look to see which ones I'm going to have to refill. But we got a good start so far. All right. Nick, yeah, that's the music. For all the characters, the music is really good. I have actually heard, particularly considering I listen to a lot of EDM and other types of electronic music. I have heard quite a bit of stuff that's been used in. Sorry, I was trying to figure out that gap. How am I going to get this? Oh, I know how to get this. My little stick here. That's the one. I might need the larger one. No, I actually do the larger one here. We'll see. See how this one goes first. Anyway, how was everybody else's Sunday? Go with that one. It's one of these little D-Spay carbon fiber. I think they're carbon fiber. They call themselves carbon fiber. They kind of look like carbon fiber. Are they carbon fiber? Sure. No, don't always feel like I can trust what D-Spay says and does, but sure. Like the Soundwave theme and Optimus theme. Nice. See if I can start doing this a little bit higher up so people can see what the hell it is that I'm doing. How does that sound, my friends? How does that sound? So Nick can actually see me standing. It's like, I dislike Mondays. Actually, it's I don't like Mondays. Tell me why. Interesting history to that song, which I didn't know until I about I don't know 6 months, 9 months ago when I was doing some reading up on it. It's like, what's the history behind this song? It's like, oh, ooh, because that girl in California shot the school, killed the was it the principal and a student, I believe, or a principal and a teacher. Yeah, I don't like Mondays. Pretty messed up individual, right, Ken? I like half of it though. I like half of it. I like Mondays when I don't have to work. Love Mondays when I don't have to work because then that usually means it's a 3-day weekend. Geldof wrote a song. Yeah. Yeesh, because he wrote a song about it? I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing. You think it's a bad thing that he wrote a song about it? Bringing to attention a situation like that? I don't know. No, Yeesh, because she did. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now we're on the same page. Yeah, because she did it right. I got a fuzzy in my nose. Anyway, we got anything? Is this going to be one of those low key Mondays? George maybe blithers something every now and then because he's really got nothing to say. Hey, Peter. Good morning. Oh, motherfucker. I literally feel like I got like hairs all over my nose. Peter. You do. Nice. I think Ray waits until I say something kind of bizarre for him to come and chime in. Ray, what's going on, man? I think he does. I'm not kidding you. I think he does. Just waits. Waits in the wings to take the cheap shots. Yeah, that's what I said. I said cheap shots. You know. You do. Yeah. Tell him, Ray, except for the palms of hands. Nice. I do. And mucosal linings. Nice. He's a verbal sniper. He's a verbal sniper. He is that. Here we go again. Merde. All right. We're just about done with the cleanup underneath here. So I was I go on AliExpress every day because they got their coin thing, and I just want to see how many coins, like, how many days I can continue my streak, right? Does it mean anything? No. But then when you do that kind of thing, every now and then something new to you pops up, which is also kind of cool. So I did see right after I ordered the pre-ordered the Leopard 2A4, the Meng Leopard 2A4 that's coming out this fall. TACOM has released a 1/72nd scale D9 dozer. I think it's the Israeli dozer, as opposed to Gozer. I gotta tell you, it looks pretty interesting. Might have to do I think since it's been released, I might have to do a little bit of research on it. But I am kind of impressed. All right. Let's see how we're looking here. I think we've got, I'm going to continue to sand on this side. I think we're going to be able to flatten that. This one here might need a little bit more filling. Okay, so far so good. As opposed to Hoser. Take off, Hoser. Wearing my Canadian toque. I've got that album somewhere. Bob and Doug McKenzie. I gotta dig that up one of these days. Something is funny. Rick Moranis was the key holder, and all he did was get locked out of his apartment. I know. I tell you. Really was an enjoyable film. First one. I think I saw the second one recently. I can't recall now. It's just not as memorable. The first one, classic. No, Ray. Rick Moranis found a baby mouse in his beer. He probably found both. Probably did both. I think we are just going to grind this down as much as possible. Try to eliminate this before I start to fill more. Yesterday was a fun musical day as well. Driving to and from the trailhead and heading to the store, pick up some groceries. Also Shrunk Kids. Yes. I recall he did. Trying to think. God, that's another one. Saw many, many years ago. Not much memory of it. I did listen to Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables by the DKs. That was good. Kind of a necessity. RQ. Good day. How are you? Welcome back. I'm good. How about you? It's Monday before work. I'm having fun. Hey, Tom. Good morning, brother. What's going on? I'm good. Any day you can hit the model bench before you have to go to work. Life is good. I'm just going to preface that it is pretty likely that on the 20th, a week from this Wednesday, I will likely not have a show in the morning. That is going to be the day that we are dropping off my daughter to school. She has a, what is it? What's her window? It's funny. I'm talking with a few of the parents about this. It is shocking to see how the whole, how different schools and how they become so regimented and how they get kids moved in, right? So we've got a window. We pull up with our vehicle, unload everything. They got kids waiting there with bins, and the people who are working that are bringing everything upstairs so you can go park, and then you kind of like everything is moved in for you, literally. Now you have to unpack it, but what a cool concept. I listened to a lot of replacements yesterday. Why? Why were you listening to the replacements? This should be the last time I'm in this early to work ever. RQ. Hey, Light. Good morning. Ever. I love it. We are a fine inviting folk here, aren't we? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Light. There'll be light. It's going to be Mondays only, hopefully. Mondays only. Okay. see how we're looking here. Not bad, not bad. Got one more to just kind of get done. What do you think, Ken? I thought I was about to miss the stream. Yeah, we this goes on. You're in Sweden, if I'm correct, right, RK? I try to remember these things. I take it. I think it's important that we try to remember these things, right? So, we this happens. I live on the East Coast of the United States, Massachusetts, and I try to do this every morning, 6 a.m. local time. Now, that will obviously change for you folks who don't have any kind of daylight savings shenanigans that we have here. Yes, every morning. Yes. Yeah. 6-hour difference, right? And it's noon my time. Noon for you. If it's noon, it's just about, it is right now, it's about 6:40 a.m. So yes, that sounds about right. About a 6-hour difference if you're heading into noon or heading into 1. So I have, I think starting in September, October, November. Yeah, it's going to be tight. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start, maybe not start, but we're going to wrap up another project in order to get something done. It's a model I worked on a while ago, but I think I got to get it wrapped up I want to do the theme build for our club for this year, which is animals. I think it's animals. Great. Now I don't miss anything. There you go. But I will, I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to do the cat inside of the Maquet suit. The question is whether or not I actually build a little diorama base for it, and I think I am going to. So the model itself is mostly constructed, which means I got to get it painted. And while we're doing all that, I just got to come up with some kind of an idea for the base. I think I have an idea. Yep, animals. Yeah. I think I have an idea. I'm just trying to envision it in such a way that it doesn't become something gruesome, you know? So how's the slowly? I'm sanding inside and removing all of the excess putty in order to fill you can see all those circles right there, right? So that's all of the gaps that have been filled. The injection pin marks have been filled. And for the most part, I think we now have these things pretty flat. There is one here that may require a little bit more filler. Haven't figured it out yet, but it's coming along. Hey, Dwayne. Good morning. Morning, Dwayne. The worst that happens here is I start thinning this material out significantly, which I guess isn't going to be a problem because then it even makes it a little bit more in scale, I guess, in theory. That was this weekend. I wish you had 2 cameras, one showing the table. Yeah. Yeah, I think hold that thought for a second, RQ, because I think that's a very interesting point you're bringing up. Put one of my big planes in the lake I was flying off of yesterday. A big one too. It was exciting. How's your Uncle Night Shift built? No, this wouldn't be Uncle Night Shift because he only works on 1/35th scale. Me, teeny tiny size. I think he's sad about that too. He also wants to see the same. I know he does. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do is when some of the financial stuff allows. Currently, I'm working on a laptop. I'm gonna pick up a small PC, mount it underneath the desk. I've already got a monitor. I need to pick up another camera, maybe get 2 cameras, and have it positioned in such a way that actually catches less of me and more of the bench. Unfortunately, right now, the arrangement here, both in how I've got things arranged on my bench and using a laptop, isn't doing what I really need it to, or as well as I'd like. Frankly, from my perspective, this is more about us having conversation than it is purely about learning anything or seeing what's being done. But I can understand for a lot of folks, it's like, well, I don't want to just see George's ugly face. So yeah, can we see some of the model? And the answer is yeah, probably. So I think in time we are going to migrate in that direction. I just tune in for your face. That's what. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate that. Going full stream? No, I don't. I really don't want to do that. And and that's one of the things I've always said. This is not about becoming an influencer. I don't care for any of that stuff. It's just not my thing. But I also know that you're like right now. I'm sanding, and I've got things up pretty high, and all you're seeing is this little, sanding stick moving a little bit. So, and I'm kind of like trying to raise shit up so people can see stuff. Android lets you use your phone as a webcam when you plug it in to USB. Okay, that's great. Does it work with Linux? This is a Linux laptop. And if it does, might have to look into that. F the mall, your pretty face is good enough. Oh, you're so good. It's a handsome, distinguished face. It's an old, craggy face. Latest place, so much time for meds. Remember, pain is only temporary. Exactly, Joe. Joe, take it easy, brother. Hope you start to feel better. Keep us posted. Oh, a laptop. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm using. I had a separate camera at one point, but it failed. I can go out and get another one and potentially just relocate it. But I still got an issue with what am I going to do with this thing here? I still need to drive it with something. So anyway, and it's not high priority because frankly, it's like this is not where I want to necessarily sink a lot of effort into. Damn, Joe Russell. Yeah. Yeah, his back's flaring up is what he was saying at the beginning. Oops, what did I see? I did not, Peter. It was about 6 hours away. Yeah. Yeah, Nats wrapped up yesterday. I'm curious to see how the show went. I'm very curious to see how the Gundam categories fared this year. This year, there was a lot of effort put in to get categories sussed out, and you're in a very Gundam-friendly area. They should have had a very successful call-out. In fact, might not be a bad idea. I might even reach out to Nick and just ask him, hey, how are Nats? I believe, and I could be wrong, Nick might also have been a judge. Doesn't sound like it went great. Okay. How did we hear that? OBS Studio supports 2 webcams. I think there's a Linux version. OBS Studio. Nick and Sam seem like they had a lot of feedback regarding judging. Yeah. You know, here's the thing. And I'm definitely not speaking out of turn here, right? It's if you want, if you want Gundam to grow and to be successful, and this is the same thing with any category, you've got to turn the judging over to people who know the subject. Now, I don't know who did the judging at Nats, but I know that you have to go through an entire session to do so. I'm hoping that they did. We have more info before stirring the pot. Yeah. Okay. It's fair. But it always comes back to judging. Should I hit? I don't know why I didn't hit this side. I did one, but not the other. Dummy. Dummy. OBS Studio supports 2 webcams. Okay. So we'll see how it went. All right. We are almost done here. I've got just 2 more areas to just kind of clear out here, and then we'll be all set. This is all about just, filling in gaps just to make it look a lot more it's not to show like injection pin mark. Yucky. That one might require filling. Looking at that right now, yeah, likely it's going to require more filling. My phone screen is cracked, so this is more of a podcast. Well, in that case, aren't you the lucky one? All right. Wait, where are you on the globe? I forget. Okay. We're going to do a little bit more touching up here in a second. What time is it? Yeah, I'm taking this to 7 o'clock, right to the top of the hour today. So many details I can destroy here. Been cracked for a few months, to be honest. I've really gotten used to it, but it definitely needs to use my laptop because it's demotivating to work with half a screen. Yeah, that I can understand. Demotivating. I'm not getting, I'm really not, I've got this joint filled, but now, yeah, this part didn't come together very well at all. Time to just hack back. That's good luck. Yeah, 6 weeks left until PACON. I'll be there. Yay! I did a pretty terrible job on bringing these parts together. Yeah, nothing that can't be ameliorated. I also destroyed a whole lot of detail. And, maybe this is part of the problem here. Maybe I'm blaming the model a little too much. Maybe I just need to, you know, with an understanding that things don't always come together perfectly. Got to start thinking about making sure that you, yeah, let me see if I can show you guys this. Driving to Northern Ohio this weekend for a wedding. Nice. My one issue is I absolutely hate driving in Ohio. Hate it. Why? Also, George, I won't be able to watch your streams next week. I'm a student and my school starts on the 18th of August. Excellent. RQ, can I ask what your levels are? I usually watch them at 7:30. Twice the speed. Let's see if we can see this. So if you take a look at this side here, the hinging right there, it's actually really nicely detailed. Sorry, right there. Over on this side, I crushed it. So when it was gluing together, it looks like a lot of that detail just got destroyed. So I'm going to try to reshape some of this right now. And anything that I fix, I'm going to probably have to do some filling on. Give me 1 second here, guys. I apologize. I just need to get some of this stuff squared away. No idea how that looks, but we'll see in just a little bit. And then how models work for you to put in a good effort to make it nice. Yeah. But the way this model came together, the sections came together, was really rough. And I think I took a little bit of it for granted. So the fitment on some of it is pretty bad. Could I completely break it and reset it? Yes. Am I going to? No. It's just not worth it. But I am going to get a bunch of it squared away as best as possible. My only speeding ticket was Ohio. We're going 8 over. Also, the state is just flat and featureless. 8 over on the interstate. Wow. Does anyone leave their exterior house lights on or off at night? Is this a legit question, Ken? A legit question? Yeah, just wondering. Mine go off at 11. I have all my exteriors on an astronomical clock, and then at 11 o'clock they all go off. Half hour before sunset, and then 11 p.m. Bing. My exterior lights on and off. On and off at night. They're on a sensor. Yeah, I wish everyone in my neighborhood had them off at night. We don't have street lights on my street. Wow. Totally dark, huh? What's a street without street lights? Yeah. We got, since we're on a major roadway here, we've got street lights, so it is what it is. Okay, so slowly but surely, I'm gonna scrape away how much time I got. Yeah, I'm gonna scrape a little bit more of this, and then I'm gonna call it a session this morning. That, I think, came together okay. Not great. Okay. All right. Then this area here, I think we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do. I might do CA filling. I might do some surfacer, maybe a combination of the two. Whew. Rural. House I'm in has a motion sensor light. I hate motion sensor lights. Hate them. Animal goes by, suddenly, bing, everything goes on. And if you've got any kind of a light bleed into the unit, it's gonna wake you up. Bah, hate those things. Really nice to get it dark enough to see more than the DIFAs. Dippas? The Dippas. Sorry. And don't call me Shirley. We ain't got no street lights. Red zone is only for loading. Nice. Here in Sweden, especially winter, they have street lights on from morning to night because it's too dark. Yeah. Okay, real quickly, and then I'm going to bail. RQ, in the winter, when is sunrise and when is sunset? Lights turn on every few minutes. Oh, I hate that. No, I hate that. It's like bing, bing, bing. Yeah, no. Nasty. Okay. Yeah, we're going to set this aside now. We'll continue on this tomorrow. But so far, so good. Gap filling came out okay. We're working on getting the rest of this thing filled. It's coming together slowly. That's a great question. I thought so. My parents are out visiting from New Mexico. They brought me a rock. Well, good for them. If anything that they could bring, a rock is a good thing. Is it winter heat in Sweden? Like 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Sunrise is probably 9 a.m. Then sunset is about, ooh. Where are they in New Mexico? All right, guys. Hopefully Ray will be able to answer this quickly. Good for me. It's a nice rock. Nice. Guys, stay safe and stay sane. Thanks for being on this morning. I really do appreciate it. Good times. We're actually moving along on this thing. It looks like crap. We'll figure it out. It'll get better. But guys, go out there and do good. Brighten the world as much as you possibly can. It is a crazy, shitty world. It is, and I don't mean that in like we can't get by, but right now the level of destruction that we're causing other human beings, unbelievable. Let's see what we can do to make it better for people. All right, go out there and brighten somebody's day. Put a smile on their face. Treat them with some level of dignity and respect. Don't treat people like shit. All right. With that, I'll be back on tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Enjoy the day, guys. Love you all, and I'll catch you on the flip. Peace.